Using the F1 cronny, you'll see 3 readings for super hollow points and then 3 readings for the Bisley Magnum. These are muzzle velocity. The next readings you will see, taking in turns from the Super Mag, the Hollow Point, Crossman Destroyer, Norica Killer, Bisley Pest Control, the Gamma Rainbow, Bisley Magnum and the Logan Penetrator. These were all taken at 10 yards at the point of impact. The Gamma Rainbow, it just missed the target completely by quite some distance. I took 2 shots and both come up as error, so there's no reading at the moment for the Gamma ball. On average, you weigh pellets, on average you take 3, 5, maybe 10 shots. You get average for the different weights, different speeds, the power ratios, whatever you want to work out, and that's how we come to some facts and figures on paper. But all these are used for hunting, and the idea is you put 1 pellet down, hits the target, and you've not weighed it, you've not checked it for speed. It's a 1 shot, 1 kill theory. So this just gives an indication that we all know the lighter pellets leading up to the heavier pellets. It just gives a rough idea of the different speeds at the actual point of impact. Few dots just for aim points, the Super Mag, Hollow Point, the Crossman Destroyer, Killer, so on, all in order. And the Super Mag was reasonably close, the Super Hollow Point was close, the Crossman Destroyer was close, the Killer was close. And bearing in mind that this rifle is set up for a different range that I was shooting at, and for a pellet that's not being used here at the moment, I'm not surprised that there is some variation. The Bisley Pest Control missed by quite some distance. The ball was the worst. It flew off to the right and high there, and way up there. The Bismag was a little bit low, that's understandable, and the Logan again, that was off target. So I'm not worried about actually missing. I'm not looking into accuracy. All of the pellets was retrieved except for the ball and the Logan. So I'm guessing that the Logan is going to be found some distance in. The Killer didn't go all the way through. The Crossman Destroyer did go in, but it was retrieved on the outside. The Super Hollow Point, that went in, but again retrieved on the outside. The Super Mag, that has gone in, but it hasn't punched a hole. I can still see the material, but I can push the pen through. The Pest Control, that's made a very nasty dent, but I can't push the pen through. The ball made a hole there, straight in. I've got to retrieve it. Likewise up there. The Bismag, that was retrieved. That's made a neat hole. So, just feeling inside. There's no balls. There's one there. I can just see it there. You can see the dents, the impressions on the material. And there is the Logan penetrator. It cleanly went through the fourth before it went into the fifth, but not here. It's made a nasty dent. And there you can just see it there, the one ball. But I've no idea where the other one is. I can't see it. Perhaps it's inside here somewhere. The ball was high up. No, it didn't go in through that one. It's made a nasty dent. Didn't go through that one. So it must be in here somewhere. No, I've no idea where that second ball has gone. But I have retrieved the one ball, so I can look at that at some detail in a minute. And the Logan penetrator I can look at in a minute. While I was editing, I discovered that everything had gone wrong with the point of impact readings, with the different pellets I was using. It didn't read and record the impact speed, so I've had a think about it and I've decided to do these three separate as a separate velocity test. I pulled these from the penetration test now simply because these are recording the shallowest penetration. They all have a common feature, they're flatheads. These two are the same weight, this one's heavier. But I'm just assuming it's because they're light pellets and they're flatheads. So I'm going to do a velocity test and you might find it interesting. Because of the impact readings weren't correct, I've now decided to split it into two. For space, for time, I've had to put part 2 so you can see what the pellets were like when they were deformed. So this film might not make much sense in the way of the recording for the speeds, but the penetration still holds true. And as I've said, I've pulled these three and I shan't be using the flatheads. I should be increasing the distance now slightly and using some more different pellets, and we'll carry on from there. But if you have a look at the velocity test that I've done with these three, you might find something a little bit interesting.